sem par é sem bem. Sem fazer mal a ninguém, mal a ninguém.
A publicação do livro Romper a solidão sobre a memória cristã foi a oportunidade para discutir com um público mais alargado questões que desde cedo acompanham um monge terapista, hoje bispo na Noruega. A solidão como condição humana e a forma como o homem se sente olhado por Deus são questões que acompanham Dom Erik Varden.
I wrote the book in English and I gave it the title The Shattering of Loneliness. So I set out from that experience, which I think most people will entertain at some point in their lives, of just feeling lonely. And that can happen even if we live in a happy relationship, even if we're happy in our vocation, but there's something deep in us which is just crying out for more, and that leaves us with a sense of abandonment sometimes, or a sadness we can't make sense of.
A experiência da solidão enquanto momento de fragilidade pode ser uma ponte e um caminho de comunhão.
A risk that we do what we can to run away from it by distraction, by entertainment, by intoxication, by drugs or alcohol or sex or whatever it might be, because we don't want to feel vulnerable. We don't like to feel vulnerable. But the trouble is we are as human beings. And it's only when we accept that and embrace and own that experience that we can actually live out of the truth of ourselves and find a way of making that loneliness actually a point of encounter. That's the whole point, because what we experience as pain is really something in us crying out for an experience of communion.
A verdade deve ser o caminho da Igreja, o único capaz de construir a Igreja de Jesus.
With a legacy of abuse scandals, of carrying this open wound. And we want to run away from that as well, but we can't. And I think, as always, healing comes from confronting truth. And healing comes from assuming responsibility for where I am. And then letting God correct, pardon, heal, and give new life from there.
E esta construção tanto pode acontecer dentro de um mosteiro terapista como à frente da Diocese de Trondheim. Dom Erik Varden fala da surpresa da nomeação, mas também da adequação que a regra de São Bento apresenta para a vida cotidiana.
The fundamental aspects of monastic life can very well be applied also in a different setting. I mean, obedience, for example, that's basically about always trying to put the motivating factor of what organizes my life and my day outside myself. It's responding to what happens, responding to who turns up. Hospitality, St. Benedict says that each guest should be welcomed as if he were Christ himself. All of us have lots of occasions to do that every day. So it's a matter of translating the basic values and giving the new expression.
Romper a solidão sobre a memória cristã, do bispo norueguês Dom Erik Varden, contou com apresentações em Lisboa e também em Braga, como ocasiões de escuta e reflexão com públicos diversos.